It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
They begin the drive with Williams. Shoves him aside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. A little juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays. And what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll find a man over the middle. 2-2 Atwell. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell with an amazing diving catch. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the #1.
Yeah, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Stafford. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a 1st down here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Stafford. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Stafford to his #1 guy Cup for a Los Angeles first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the red zone now, Stafford. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down.
To the right side and complete to Atwell. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Again, it's Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll drop to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made up near the 35. It's a pickup of 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this 1st half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, 75 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But
Yeah.
let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
He'll look to throw.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 46, here's the second down and 9.
They'll look to throw again. And Walker has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
DK Metcalf.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Baby.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
And this a quick slant to Lockett.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Toss left side for Walker.
There he goes left side.
He's to the 15.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Tossing this out wide to Dallas.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
DJ Dallas
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Stafford on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They give it to Williams, running right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Out of the gun, Stafford. His throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Stafford now to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And out now come the Seahawks.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, they'll kick off the drive with Dallas.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On second down, it's Walker.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's quickly to Atwell on the slant.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Now it's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Throw right side going to be caught by Higbee. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. They're quickly into the hands of Robinson. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Marr able to put this one through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw there. It is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson. And now it's 2nd down. They'll run with Dallas. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 24. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Okay, ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll find Metcalf. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And this a quick slant to Lockett.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's Stafford.
Pass complete there to McCoy.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, it's Stafford.
He'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he stopped immediately there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 6, a minute 45 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Gets this to Fant.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Second and 6 coming up.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And they take a knee.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter,